Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1, and holy crap, in a handbag, there is a lot of red dots here. And we want to be a little bit efficient in this game, right? That's the whole key. So what should you do first? In my opinion, the first thing you should do is go to the Hall of Fame and pick up your quests. If you're after one of the daily resets, you want to have these first because you're gonna be completing them while you're clicking all of that stuff anyway. Don't be like I have been in the past and forget to do this and then you gotta do all the stuff again that you just did. Ain't nobody got time for that. So make sure you pick up your quest first. Then I think it's best to go to your expeditions and get them started because you have to keep coming back to them every 10 minutes for no reason. And you're probably gonna be clicking through stuff for 10 minutes anyway. You may as well get them started. Next thing is to make sure you got your guild buffs on so that when you collect all your stuff, you get the good. If you're a guild master, it's always good when you're doing that to check on your divinations just to see if you need to click through them and get yourself some error codes apparently, but that's fine. Next, we're off to our districts to keep our gold flowing and of course our Senate issues so we can get those recharging. Then I like to try to clear out any errors that I can clear out. We got a guy who can develop right here. And this is going to lead us right into our next thing, which is doing the do with our companions. Also, on my main account here, I'm spamming a whole bunch of mythic Doombringers so that I can get more districts in order. I only have one space for that, but I am going to use it for that just to be sure that we get what we need. We also carouse while we're in this area. And believe it or not, we're still doing time-sensitive stuff because we need to do our collect. And don't forget your quick collect. It's free the first time, like drugs. And that brings us down to things that are not so time-sensitive, like picking up our free thing in the store. If you're the kind of person that buys things daily from the store, like maybe the books or the banquet food, then you're already here. Why don't you do that? We can click to get our free hammer, which, you know, we just love those hammers. Then we can accept our daily gift, our daily mail, and start turning in some quests for the day. Now you can see if I would have done quests right away, I would have been able to pop one quest for logging in and one treasure chest at the top, and then I would have been clicking my butt back in here a million times, wasting a bunch of time. You don't want to be that guy. Is anybody else getting the point that there's way too much of the red dot stuff to click through every day? Like, why is 90% of the game just clicking off red dots? And now we're more or less at the point where we can play the game, so I will usually click my Hall of Fame and see all of these quests that I completed just by clicking through the red dots. I wasn't even playing the game. Then you can start going through and seeing all the stuff that you need to do here. All I need to do is ancient expeditions, couple of carouses, and some arena battles. And then I got all of that done. So now that we can actually play the game, this is when you would go do your Valley of Conquerors. I skipped mine because of the holidays, but hey, we're in another 5 days when I can be playing that again. I will be playing that again. And of course, we've got all of our events. And I have 5 hammers, so we're hoping that I can get myself some stones. Look at that. Thanks, game. You made my video work out. Don't be tricked by the free hammers. They're always better than paid hammers. Little champion roulette. Getting no champions, but that's okay. I wouldn't have been able to ascend them anyway. Now from there, we have our actually time-consuming things, and what I would suggest to do after you've done Valley of Conquerors as your first go-to thing when you're actually playing the game, I would go to your Hall of Fame and make sure you're completing those quests. So whatever it says to do, go do that. I gotta carouse, I'm using some vigor potions. Gotta do some arena battles. Don't mind if I do. Now, speaking of arena, if you had a really coordinated guild, I feel like the best time to do arena would be right after the reset. You make sure all your people sign in and check in, and then everybody else is not going to have their guild buffs, and you just got yourself a huge bonus to strength for no reason. So, you know, if you have a big crew of people that's all playing the game extremely actively, why don't you go ahead and use that tip? And when I get these quests to raise a piece of equipment by a certain amount of levels, I like to pick a low-level mythic that I have not addressed yet or enhanced yet, and I just bump that guy up, you know? And just like that, all I need to do for the rest of the day to get these quests done is my expeditions, and we know that those are already cooking. In fact, as expected, we get to go through and click to our second part of these. Of course, I always pick diamonds here, and if I can't, Then I pick books. There you go. In 10 minutes, we completed all the quests that we had available for the day. Even more quests on this side. And we're halfway done getting ourselves around 300 to 400 diamonds for doing expeditions. You should always do those and get them done every day. I wish that I always did them every day, but I sometimes let it slip. And of course, on the arena, you want to do those every day because you can get some extra diamonds from that as well. And by doing this in the order that we did it, we got all of that stuff done. It was all super easy. And you know, the world is our oyster now. We are much richer people for having done it. So hey, if there was a slight efficiency there that you hadn't thought of, then go ahead and chuck a like onto the video. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. I have been RagePanda1, and I will see you in the next one.